I don't know if you want this in the shot or not.
You think you get much bleed?
Hey, I'm Isaac Hoskins. This is Sound on Tap. You showed up in nothing but your bare feet in a three-wall room on the cotton sheets and left more than your innocence lying there on the floor. And just as quick, baby, you were gone again before the morning sun ever came creeping in, and I opened my eyes to watch you close the door. I told you walk faster, swimmer, you could run away, but I think that's a place that you need to stay and stop clawing at the insides of my chest. And I know that it'll never be the same for us. My faith left for Alabama on a tour bus, and I know that that ended up like all the rest. But I'm willing to forget and sway along with you in the rain like we used to do, and tell you all the things I never did when the time was right. Feel your breath upon my skin. I want to fall in love, maybe just once again, and even if it's only for tonight, tonight. And I've seen your face in every smile and every wave in the brown broken glass. And 10 years with the frames and at a table all alone with your love locked up so tight. Hiding behind a razor and a deck full of cards, behind a blue-eyed burden and a broken heart, and waiting on any old fool to dress you up in white. And I covered up an eye just to dial the phone when the liquor ain't enough. Keep me feeling alone. I know I said that I would change, but we both knew that was a lie. And the best part of Kentucky is running around in my brain. You took a ride into the city on a red line train, and it's been 90 full moons since the last we said goodbye. And I just want to sway along with you in the rain like we used to do. Tell you all the things I never did when the time was right. And feel your breath upon my skin. I want to fall in love, maybe just once again, and even if it's only for tonight, tonight. Yeah, these boarded up windows and all this rust and crimson Oklahoma dust has got me plumb ready to bust out of this town. There's another town just like this, just a shakedown 66. Guy can get himself in a fix, just hanging around. I got on a knee, this heart's for high. This looks like the right place to begin. And all we need's a road beneath my tires and a panhandle wind. tight, going steady. She never leaned terribly heavy on settling down. She kept her backpack by the door, and her daddy couldn't hate me anymore. Ready to slide across that floor without any sound. She got on some knees, her heart's for high. This looks like the right place to begin. All we need's a rope, need my tie, and a panhandle wind. We could be out of the county before the sun comes up. What they said was a bounty wasn't ever enough. All of this certainty only makes me wanna leave. I got all I need. This heart's for hire. This looks like the right place to begin. And all we need's a rope, need my tie, and a panhandle wind, and a panhandle wind, and a panhandle wind. Well, you know, I kind of went about doing this from the back door. Like when I could have gone and toured without having any sort of strings attaching me to anything, I didn't do it. But I also didn't feel like I was ready to do that sort of thing. You know, now that I feel like I'm talented enough and I have the life experience and the songs to do it, I'm doing it. But yes, my wife's at home. I don't have any kids. Usually right now, I'm not doing big long runs. I'm gone for 3 or 4 days. You know, sometimes it's 1 day. Just depends on where I'm at, you know. And I'm lucky enough to live in a place there's a large metropolitan area there, but there's also 2 or 3 metropolitan areas fairly close. I've really only been doing this full time about 6 months. It coincides pretty close to when I did the Blue Light Live songwriter contest, because I knew that was a good way for me to get into another market. We'll see. Hopefully it works. Some people, they are just takers. That's all that they'll ever be. While each and every single giver never gives up the belief that the good can hide deep down inside, beneath the shelter of their selfish ways. With a hug and a kiss and an earnest good wish, everything is gonna be okay. Things, they could always be better. They can always be worse, like it or not. You got what you got until they're taking you away in a hearse. And you could do your best to change it. You know that you can't change the time, and you can always choose to put on a smile. You can always change your mind. And some people, they are just winners. Win at each and every single turn, until the day that they stop their winning. And it's a little too late for them to learn how to take a few lumps and get right back up and find the road underneath their shoes. Both find a pothole, an eternity old, and act as if they were the first to lose. Oh, but the truth is, that ain't the truth at all. Some men fly, most men fall. And some people, they are complainers. Not a positive thing ever to say. Relentless energy drainers. Never known another way but to follow you around beneath the same rain cloud, just raining out all of the fun. But a real smart fella will bring his own umbrella, walking straight into the sun. Things, they can always be better, and they can always be worse. Like it or not, you got what you got until they're taking you away in a hearse. You can do your best to change it. Know that you can't change the time. You can always choose to put on a smile, and you can always change your mind. Every morning begins, I swear I'll never drink again. I feel a pounding in my head, down in my boots. I'd make a God's honest bed. At by sundown I'll forget, till the headaches hit me harder than the blues. When the headaches hit me harder than the blues. When you leave it, me behind becomes old news. When our bed in such a cavern in the middle of our bedroom, and the headaches hit me harder than the blues. Well, I've been known go on a bender as long as I can remember. These days I've been bent for more than a few. Friends ask me when I'll drive, I'll reply without a single doubt. When the headaches hit me harder than when the headaches hit me harder than blues. When you leave it, me behind becomes old news. When our bed is in such a cavern in the middle of our bedroom, and the headaches me harder than the blues. When the headaches hit me harder than the blues. When you leave it, me behind comes old news. When our bed is in such a cavern in bedroom, and the headaches harder than the blues. When the headaches hit me harder than the blues. I found a photograph of two people in love in a creaky old cedar chest, taken before the second big war, in their Sunday best. From the tips of her toes to her victory rolls, it was clear that he was leaving that day. And I couldn't help but ask myself, why you don't look at me that way? And it was uphill both ways to town and back, with holes in both of her shoes, staring at the ceiling, a bed that's made for two, hanging around the old hometown, 'cause that's what you're supposed to do. They don't make love quite the way they did in 1942. And her skin was fair, her strawberry hair even shone in black and white. Could have had any other man on any other night. She'd sit and pray every single day that he'd come back alive. She held her breath and her hands to her chest when the car came up the drive. And it was uphill both ways to town and back, with holes in both of her shoes, staring at the ceiling in a bed that's made for two. She was standing in the kitchen when they gave her the news. And they don't make love quite the way they did in 1942. So I signed all of your papers, left them on the countertop, packed my things, left my ring. Do with it whatever you want. I've got a studio apartment down on Carroll Avenue. And they don't make love quite the way they did in 1942. Well, I mean, for the most part, it's all true, other than the fact that my grandfather didn't get killed, obviously, because I'm alive. But there's a photo of them, and it's just gorgeous. And it's like him in his OD green, like, army issue uniform, and my grandmother in this blue polka dot dress that's all black and white, but you can totally tell. They're smiling, but it's obvious that my grandmother is scared to death, you know? And there's a bus. Like, so I just kind of wrote the story that I thought that picture painted. Dude comes home from war, is just probably doesn't make as interesting or sad of a song. So I just went that way with it. Where I grew up, there's a river called the Nenaskaw River. And I always said that if I grew up to be a songwriter, that I would put the word Nenaskaw in a song. So here it is. disappeared just like a fall from the back of the Nenaskaw. My sweet Georgia, in the moonlight, beat everything you ever saw. Dangerous curves cut the silhouette, dishwater curls still soaking wet, hotter than the cherry on a cigarette, all up and against the law. She was running off to someplace bigger, where the windows don't rattle and the lights don't flicker, where the farmer's daughter left a dirty river and left me here behind. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. There's plenty of fish in this here sea, the kind of thing that people say when they'd rather turn and walk away. It's better to have loved and lost than to never love at all. And make sure you don't miss all of the flying for the fall. So I hung my head in a nearby town where poor kids just like me, they all gathered round for a 2-year fling on the county's ground and on the governor's own dime. Well, I found a wrench and I found a ratchet, fit my hand just right. I found a Bible, I found a bottle, in the age-old fight between the magic of the moon and the morning light, where your reasons lose all their rhyme. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. There's plenty of fish in this here sea, the kind of thing that people say when they'd rather turn and walk away. It's better to have loved and lost than to never love at all. And make sure you don't miss all of the flying for the fall. Now the waitress in the cafe, the preacher and his wife, they all tell me to find another and to get on with my life. And it's easy to take for granted what you see every day, to place your hand upon my shoulder and then sigh as if to say, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. There's plenty of fish in this here sea, the kind of thing people say when they'd rather turn and walk away. It's better to have loved and lost than to never love at all. And make sure you don't miss all of the flying for the fall.
At Isaac Hoskins, hashtag Isaac Hoskins. Everything is my name. I've luckily enough, there are some other Isaac Hoskinses out there, but I think only one of them is even close to being a musician. He's like a DJ somewhere. That's what I'm saying. They're all just my name, Isaac Hoskins. At Venmo is, no, we're gonna do that.
I wrote this for my wife. I sat down to write a trucker song. For some weird reason, I love trucker songs. And it ended up being a love song, but I'm all right with it. think I'll take a walk, a little walk around this town. I don't even want to talk. Just listen to the sounds of all the people passing by, and get a little sun in my eyes, and think a little bit about where I'd be without you in my life. I'd be a truck without a road, Harley Trade without a load, like a driver done through the steering wheel, clean out of the window. He's hell-bent on leaving town. He can't find his way out. That's what I'd be if I had not been someone that you found. I think I'll drink a cup, no sugar and no cream. I've got you, that's enough. I think we make a better team for this over-the-road drive that we call our lives. And I'll make sure your eyes stay open. Please do the same for mine. I'd be a truck without a road, a Harley and a trailer without a load, like a driver done through the steering wheel, clean out of the window. He's hell-bent on leaving town. He can't find his way out. That's what I'd be if I had not been someone baby, there really ain't nothing like a touch of your skin. Hear you loud, see that grin, it's like an old road map. Takes me back to where I always should have been. When I was a truck without a road, a Harley and a trailer without a load, like a driver done through the steering wheel, clean out of the window. He's hell-bent on leaving town. He can't find his way out. That's what I'd be if I had not been someone